what we're going to be doing at this moment is we're just going to be installing the adapter plates. We're not going to actually be putting the hinge part itself onto this, but you can do this now. You can also do it after the cabinet's assembled. Um, I just find it might be a little bit easier on the larger cabinets to get some of that stuff out of the way early on. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your adapter. It does have an arrow on the top. That's gonna be facing the outside of the cabinet. So you wanna locate that and make sure when you install this, you have those arrows facing out where the doors are gonna be. So once you have that pressed in, you're just gonna screw these. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do, and then you'll continue to do that throughout the rest of them and also on the other side. And then we'll get moving on to the next step as soon as I have these put in. Okay, so now we have our all of our hinge adapters in on both sides. What we're gonna do next is we are going to glue the dowel holes in so we can start to install the bottom, and then we're going to do the same thing with the middle. We're going to hold off on the top for just a second. We'll come back to that after we put the back panel on. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these. So now that I got those glued, we're going to take our bottom piece, or yes, in this case, our bottom piece, and I'm not going to glue this right now. I'm going to glue this on the next step before I put the panel on. So we're going to line our dowel holes up with our dowels, and we are going to install like so. Okay. Next, we're going to take the middle panel. Make sure you have the finished end facing out, and you're going to line this up, and we are going to insert that like so. Okay. Now here's where we're going to get ready to put our back panel in. So I'm going to glue up this route here on the bottom panel or the bottom piece, and then also I'm going to run a bead of glue all the way down through to the top. Get rid of that. And now we're going to take our panel and we're going to set one corner in just to help line it up. And then we will get this end in the groove. And there we go. We are fit in there nice and snug. Okay. So then lastly, I'm going to glue the dowel holes on the top piece, and then we'll install that. Okay, and then I also have to make sure that we glue in this groove here as well. Okay, to make sure we hold our panel in. And then we're gonna line these up, press that in, and just give that a little tap. If you need to use the rubber mallet, now would be the time to use that. Just be mindful of that, but that's all pressed in. Okay, so now we're going to take our last side. We're going to do the complete opposite here. We're going to glue in all those dowel holes just like we did on the first side. We'll also go down the route where the panel is going to be, and then we're going to lay this on top. But at this time, I would suggest you get an extra set of hands to make sure you can get everything lined up, as the panel's heavy and you got a lot of dowels you have to line up. So we'll be right back right after I get this side piece on. So now we have our other side installed, and what we're going to be using next is the 2-inch countersunk supplied screws, and there are pre-drilled locations There's 9 of them on this particular cabinet, and that's going to just guide you as to where to start installing these. So again, we're going to begin installing these. And I would recommend that when you begin doing this with the screws, that you start out on a low setting on your drill, just to make sure you don't have too much torque on them. Okay, so I just finished up screwing the side pieces on, and now we're going to be moving on to the hanger cleats and also the middle support cleat. So you have 2 separate ones here. The hanger cleats are going to be used top and bottom, and they are going to be drilled in 3 separate locations each side and then in the middle. Yeah, and when you're screwing these in, you want to make sure that you don't put too much pressure behind these, because you do not want the screw to come out through the top of the cabinet. Now we're going to move on to the middle support cleat, and we have here, there's 2 indentations on both sides here that will help guide you to get your piece aligned. That way there you can screw through this piece here into the middle piece. Okay, so now we're going to take our 2-inch self-tapping screws, and we are going to screw through these 3 markings. That should guide us right into the middle panel on the middle shelf on the other side of the cabinet. And then lastly, we'll do our final hanger cleat. So I went ahead and installed the hinges. They are the Bloom soft close hinges. And then we are going to rest them on the adapter like so, and click them into place. And then you'll just continue through putting your other doors on. If the larger doors are a little bit too heavy for you, maybe you want to get an extra set of hands. But other than that, we'll cut away here as we put these other doors on. So here we have our completed tall cabinet. I went ahead and installed a shelf just so you could kind of see what that looks like. As you can see from the video, the installation or the assembly of this is a pretty straightforward process. And we do have the optional tow platform assembled, just to give you guys an example of what that would look like. And so that completes this video. I hope it helped you guys out, and thanks for checking it out.